Hello and welcome. This is Ayana Leahy, and I am so very happy that you're here with me in today's episode of Be One, Be You, Taking Off Your Veil. When you think of a veil, what do you see? Is it a piece of cloth? Is it a way that you see life? Is it the way that you create resistance to opening to a new perspective, or to someone that wants to share something that they feel could really help you or the two of you in relationship to one another? When you take off the veil, you're seeing with new eyes. Life is a constant stripping and recreating. The essence of who you are lives in the core of you. How does the veil connect to a time of giving thanks, a time of opening to what's around the bend and what's new? The longer that you keep on the veils of not seeing, not truly perceiving clearly, and seeing things how your brain wants to see them instead of your whole self, you keep yourself from coming deeper into the source point within inside of yourself. We are each a glowing, newly budding being of consciousness, of awareness. We're able to release, let go, and build and grow all simultaneously. When you let go of your reasons for having a veil, they usually go back to how you were seeing your life as a little kid, learning to see, taking everything in, and oftentimes not having the emotional circuitry to process and integrate what you were seeing. Sometimes it hurt, sometimes it felt afraid, it made you feel fearful, sometimes it struck a chord of not knowing if you could handle a situation. And in a world where there's constant input and constant stimulation, oftentimes it's hard to really see clearly because we're seeing through the eyes of holding it all together. During this time of opening to giving thanks for the being that we are, the life that is, with all of its painful challenges and realizations, they're all meant to help you to bust through the veil of how you see yourself, others, and life. To strip off the veil means that you have to be willing to see the truth. To see the truth of what you were raised in, what you were taught, what you were expected to be, and most important, for your growth, to see what you didn't want to have to see what didn't really feel that good, to see interactions between family members and the way people treated each other, and to even see that now. To take the veil off means you strip off the qualities of arrogance and self-righteousness and judgment. You take them off because perhaps you might believe that who you truly are can't really exist, that you don't really have it. Perhaps you've made it in your life through taking on that persona so that others see you through their veil. You've got it all in place. You've got your own persona down. You've got the right image, Or perhaps you're wishing you had a different image so you weren't just so raw and easy to see through. Underneath our veils rests deep vulnerability and the experience of doubting that who we are really matters and that we're really lovable. I want to invite you in this moment to embrace the you deep inside whose heart wants to be seen, the you who wants to be seen, the you who hides behind whatever your persona is. Whether you're carrying your emotions on your sleeve or you've got it toughened up, or that you believe that there's a certain way of seeing life through the lens of what makes you feel like you've got it together or that you understand life. To be that raw right now, to give thanks for the rawness. A pear is a pear. A squash is a squash. A cucumber is a cucumber. It doesn't have any cover up. You know what you're getting. You know what it's giving you. You get to know it. And life is the same way. You get to know what life can give you by you being as real as you can be. And we live in a culture where the intellect is king. And how you can intellectually see something is the opposite of showing up and being so authentically present with your feeling experience in the moment, and to go through that feeling of going out of control or being out of control or having to let go of control, to give thanks what exactly is right this moment, no matter how much you have or how little you have, and to continue to give that level of gratitude so that you're living in the receptivity of what's possible to come into this very moment that the Creator light, the Creator intelligence is different than the mind being separate from your body. So whatever dilemma or challenge you presently have in your life, I'd like to invite you. I love to invite and give forth the invitation because through the gathering of our hearts, our souls, the essence of who you are, your soul, come together. You realize what is aching inside of you and to give thanks for the ache. You realize the longing that is here. And when we shut off from that longing and we lose connection to the longing and the yearning to be in deeper love, to be in deeper connection, to understand one another, to understand the one in your life who needs to be understood, to break down the defense, to break down the wall around the heart, takes taking off the veil of how you're seeing. So let's take off our sunglasses right now, or our rose-colored glasses. The way that we separate ourselves from a deeper truth. All of life is flowing through us. All of us have the right and the ability to make the decision how to support life in its most beautiful and loving form. As you take off your sunglasses, your rose-colored glasses, the veils around your heart, the walls around your heart that separate you from you, you realize that perhaps you've been trying too hard to fulfill the expectations from the deep ego self within you that wants you to stay in separation so that you never have to feel your pain or your hurt. So you are invited to the taking off your veil party right now. Taking off the veil and telling yourself it's safe, and to reveal in yourself what you're really, really wanting to be seen for, what you're really needing to be heard for, what you're really needing to be received for. And let's invite the you that wants to really be seen to come forth. And I give thanks for your willingness and your courage to come forth, because I want to see you, and I want to embrace you and to hold you. I'd like to invite you to hear in yourself the you that wants to be heard, and what does she or he need or want to say. As you let go of the veil that everything is away from you, there's a distance between what you want and what you think you can have. To know that what you really can have is the divine, meaning the eternal, meaning the source love that is within inside of you, and what life is trying to give to you, whether you have something being taken away, destroyed, deconstructed, shifted, recalibrated, renewed. When you keep things still and static, unmoving, in a box, and you choose to take the veil off to the you who knows, not from the head, not from the dogma of what you have taken on to believe, but what you really know. And you experience whatever you're feeling, and you go into it looking for the gold. Literally look for gold light within you. And when you find it, breathe it in, exhale it. Go into the gold within your soul, within your matrix of who you are. The matrix, a configuration, a geometric design, a pattern that can't be held back. Humanity is being cracked open through shock and changes, politically, economically, environmentally, health-wise. It's the unknown. And to go into that unknown, take off the veil that keeps you from fearing the unknown, and begin to walk towards the light inside of the unknown, and look for that light. Walk into that light and see what's there. And as you walk into the light with me, look for yourself, and look for it reaching out to you to be received, to be held, to be listened to, and see how big you are inside of that light, inviting you to let that veil drop that keeps you from seeing and perceiving the grand size that you are, and to give thanks, to experience and to know the infinite you, the infinite you that oftentimes gets stuck, caught, held in place as an infinite you. You were born big and wide, infinite. And to recognize in this moment how fortunate you were to put yourself in a box, a container, a safe place. And you are fortunate because you have the opportunity in this moment to go through the freak out into the wider, bigger, more expansive you. That's the light that is triggering every cell in your body to function. It is connecting the synapses in your brain with your nervous system through your spine. It's connecting your heart and your lower belly, the divine love in your heart with the feeling center and power center, creativity in your lower belly. You are giving yourself the opportunity to go beyond your fears and to let go of what holds your veil in place. And as you allow the veil to drop, to look for the sun, beautiful, gorgeous sun. We all know the sun. There are days when it's covered over, there's days when it's shining out. It is a reflection of the source of life. It is the fire of that source. And as you look inside of yourself, look for the sunshine. And as we move towards the end of the year where the days are now growing shorter and shorter, and then we're going to shift into where there's greater light. Each day becomes a little bit longer by a minute or two, and then 3 minutes. And we're facing towards that sun within ourselves and the outer sun. Hold that image of looking into the sun and losing yourself into it, and keep going into the sun in yourself. Close your eyes, let go, move into its warmth, feel its rays upon you, and let yourself know, and I tell you, you're safe. We live in a time where things are out of control, and the forces that are holding the world together in pain and suffering will continue as the opposite force in the universe, this gracious light of the sun within our hearts, takes over. The battle between the power within the source and the power within the small human or ego self fights itself out from generation to generation. But why are all of these attributes of challenges happening at this time? It is because the extremes are fighting their way out. It will take a while. My invitation to our letting go party, the taking off your veil party, is to accept the you that's emerging, the you that wants to come through, and holding him or her in great honor and reverence for who you truly are. For you are an illuminated light, and you as the illuminated light are being birthed through tremendous chaos, through tremendous pain and suffering. And as you give yourself permission to birth through the veil into the sun that's within you, and to hold steady your connection in the sunlight that you are, to give thanks for all that life is giving, all the lessons to help us value life itself, the perfection of life's existence, so that we can each make a new decision to have the awakening, revelation, that awakening to realize the role that you're meant to play here. The you that's really here to really sing your song and bring forth who you are in a purest essence of this sunshine that's flowing through you, that is illuminating you to step through your veil and take new risks as you feel into and even calculate what you want them to be, and to go for it. I sing my song of joy to you and sing my heart song of belief in you to you. Thank you for joining me. I love being here with you. When you have a moment, and may it be very soon, perhaps when you stop listening here and showing up here for yourself and together with all of us, sharing in this oneness of truth and love together, I invite you to check out my website, IanaLahi.com, IANALAHI.com, and if you haven't yet subscribed to receive a free offering of Living from Your Wild Heart, please do. Check out the courses that are there. They're deepenings and mini courses. I have a feeling you'll find something that really strikes the flame of light and interest in you. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to us being together again soon. All my love to you.